Really surprised me. I was worried about the weight then. Admittedly, it was at Moonee Valley on his favourite track, but today's a run that we need to have. So, you know, you weigh up the good and the evil, so we're stuck with Damien.
You're heading to Kilmore, are you? Is that where you look?
I'm looking at Kilmore. Also a slight consideration to the Mornington Cup, but things would have to go 100% today. But yeah, we'll just sort of get this race under our belt and see where we end up.
Did you give him any instructions as he went out?
No, he knows the horse fairly well, so I left it up to him.
All right, I reckon he does too. Good luck to you, Kerry.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Kerry Edwards, the trainer of Paternal, the first horse moving in. It's unders the tote. Mr. Casanova's near enough. British Busker's been easy. Gee, in the last few calls, $3.20 is unders. Consula's been support. Also Mr. Selby, which is also very good on the tote. So, and Greek Adonis, a little bit about you, Brendan, as they move in. Favourite British Busker, but very easy.
Kerry mentioning that perhaps Moonee Valley's his favourite course. He has won a couple of races at Caulfield. He's won 2 starts here for Kerry Edwards. CF4 Stakes Day, Group 1 day of racing. Let's join Greg Miles.
And Brendan joining us now, so we've just got 3 to go in. Thanks, Brendan. Very good afternoon, everyone. Consula's just moved into the gates. Very easy is the favourite British Busker. He's better odds on track. He's just continued to drift every call. Solid second pick is Mr. Casanova, along with Greek Adonis, who's getting out to a longer trip for the first time. Mr. Casanova ran behind British Busker last start, but he does have a 2.5 kilo pull on him. And Paternal is the next in the market. Just about ready. Juggernaut had moved in, and Acetate took a middle gate, so they're all in set to run now. British Busker, the inside, is very easy. Still holding favouritism. They're set. Track good, and they're racing in the first. British Busker bounced out okay. Consular drifting to the tail in the early part. Greek Adonis, Mr. Selby are running to the lead with Mr. Casanova and Juggernaut wide out. And just behind the leading bunch is Paternal. British Busker over on the rail settles with 3 behind him. Acetate, who's got well back, and then Casanova and Zabuan. Mr. Casanova, the leader, out to the 1200. Juggernaut is second by half a length, and then Greek Adonis doing it hard 3 wide. Right behind them, Mr. Selby. Not a lot of pace here. 1 further back in the field is Paternal. A length and a half British Busker, 3/4 Acetate, 1 to Consular, and 3 lengths Zabuan by the 1000. Greek Adonis moved up and got a neck in front of Mr. Casanova and puts a little more speed into the race now. 2 lengths away, Mr. Selby on the inside of Juggernaut. Another 2 Paternal. Now Arnold's come away from the rails on British Busker. He's on the outside of Consular, and then Acetate and 3 Zabuan. Greek Adonis about a half in front, heading to the 600. Mr. Casanova second. Mr. Selby right behind Mr. Casanova. Juggernaut the outside, 1.5 Paternal. Then came Consular, British Busker. Arnold working at him now, followed by Acetate and 5-2 Zabuan. Up to the turn, Mr. Casanova on the inside, and Greek Adonis cornering in front. Here's Paternal coming around the outside with his run now. He's chasing down these leaders, and then Mr. Selby, Juggernaut. British Busker comes to the outside. Greek Adonis with 250 to go, the leader. Paternal on the outside, just wilting a bit. Mr. Casanova's kicking back, and Mr. Selby's trying to work clear. Greek Adonis had it narrowly. Acetate is flying down the outside. It's Casanova kicking back. Greek Adonis, Mr. Selby, and on the outside Acetate, but Greek Adonis kicks, and Greek Adonis beats Acetate. Photo third, Mr. Selby or Mr. Casanova. British Busker was 5th, and then behind these was Consular. Trailed further back in the field by Juggernaut. Paternal loomed up, but the weight got him in the end. And back last of all, Zabuan. Greek Adonis is the winner, sitting outside the lead, fighting on very strongly. He's got the 1600 okay. He'll pay $5.40 and $1.80. Judges called for a photo. Acetate has made a strong lunge out wide on the course, coming from well back, but it looked like there was a margin there for Greek Adonis, Michelle Payne and Brian Mayfield-Smith, and 8 goes in the frame first. Number 8, Greek Adonis, Michelle Payne, Brian Mayfield-Smith take out the first on the card. Second, number 7, Acetate, Dale Smith and Jim Conlon. And third, number 2, Mr. Casanova, Reese Wheeler and Colin Alderson. 8, 7 and 2, and they've run 136.92. 136.92. Well, a good tough win there by Greek Adonis, getting out to this long trip for the first time today, but what helped him was the fact that it wasn't very fast run. The run of Acetate's been very good under those circumstances, but he sat outside the leader, Mr. Casanova, and just kept finding enough under Michelle Payne to scrape home. 8, 7 and 2. Fourth in Mr. Selby, who followed the front runner. Just had a bit of trouble getting into clear galloping room. He might have been an unlucky runner in the race in 4th place, and 5th going to British Busker. He just wasn't able to ping home in a slow run race. 540, 180 for Greek Adonis, 350 Acetate, 160 Mr. Casanova, Quinella paid 32.10, Exacta 72.80, and the trifecta paid $310 even on 8, 7 and 2.
I think it might get back. Mr. Selby could be the one to watch for. Double the odds on the tote as opposed to on course.
Royal Show 455 and 165. 1,600 metres the distance. Tonic's just about to come into the outside gate, goes in now. Fargo Express has drawn the inside. We are ready. Racing. Dunedin Casino South Island 3-year-old final are underway. Getting out quickly out wide Legolas and also Royal Show are safely away. Smiling Asset and also Just Brook and Charlie Ash. They're all going for the leader, and she's at it again, is going to try to hold them all out. They were followed in behind those to Windvale Joe, and then came on the outside Magic Bow. That's followed back by Willow Wood, and behind those about 4 lengths further away is Fargo Express and the favourite Tonica. It sees them all. Down the far side they go now, and Smiling Asset took up the running. On the outside of it is Royal Show, and Legolas posted 3 wide, 1,000 metres out. A length and a half away, and behind those runners as she's at it again, there's 2 lengths to Just Brook. On its inside is Charlie Ash, Magic Bow going around them 3 wide. 2 lengths further away is Willow Wood, 2 to Windvale Joe under the bat. Tonic running past it, and 5 away to Fargo Express as they swing off the back now, coming towards the 600 metre mark, and the leader is Smiling Asset, who's won its last 2, looking for 3 on end. 600 metres out, it led a half length clear on Legolas, then followed in behind those she's at it again with Royal Show right there. Whipping around them deeper out is Willow Wood. It was followed then by Magic Bow, Charlie Ash the insider. Out wide at Tonic's become very prominent, only 2 off the lead and cruising. Fargo Express is coming into it, then came Just Brook and Willow, and further back then to Windvale Joe. Legolas lined them up, but Willow Wood descended upon it, and Royal Show and Tonic at them down the outside, and behind those runners looking for room is Magic Bow. Willow Wood went up and hit the front, Tonic coming after it, so too Magic Bow. Royal Show back along the inside, it's Willow Wood. Tonic can't pick up Willow Wood, and Willow Wood finally breaks through in a big one. Willow Wood gets the win here from in second place in Tonic. Then Royal Show, Magic Bow followed in by Fargo Express, made up a heap. It was followed by Legolas, and that's followed home next then as they went across by She's At It Again, a gap away to Charlie Ash and Smiling Asset. They were followed back by Windvale Joe, and Just Brook will be the last runner in.
Okay, the well-fancied runners finishing 2nd and 3rd, Tonic and Royal Show. They couldn't quite catch Willow Wood. Yaldhurst prepared. Let's take you back to court.
She looked an absolute picture. 16.40 and $4.35 show girl. I think she's over the odds. She hasn't been that far away in recent racing. A Raspberry Ripple. Carol McLennan has come across to renew his association with Raspberry Ripple. And she wasn't that far away in the Derby. She's getting a little bit worked up behind the gates, but safe in the market, 7.35, 260. But I think Bramble Rose is the one that they all have to beat.
Well, the tote reflects that. 245, 130. L.A. O'Sullivan on board today. La Fleur, 6s and $1.75. Raspberry Ripple, they have backed this horse before. 7.30, 255. She's been the course, but there's nothing to her. But she's got a heart as big as herself by Quest for Fame. There is Belle Femme. She's after Flying Babe. Now, she hardly got past a mile.
No, indeed. And by Zetative, who didn't quite win the slipper, but he was a great 2-year-old. Zetative, like the sire of Flying Babe, Flying Spur. So a doubt there, but she has been rounding her races out okay. A place chance, I guess. I think Vanessa the Undresser can upset them in this at 12 to win and $2.75 for the place. I think she's a very capable filly, and don't you get put off. There's Raspberry Ripple and Shot, a great horse, but you just get put off Sega and the flesh, so to speak, because she is so tiny.
Yeah, well, most people appear short to you, Luke, given you're 6'4" and the rest of us. There is Mark Todd, having picked up Group 1 glory, looking for Group 2 win here, and that would put Bramble Rose to the top of the New Zealand Bloodstock Fillies of the Years series. As currently led by the Jewel. Bramble Rose, though, sits with 16 points. Here's George Simon, his call of the Cambridge Stud Sir Tristram.
So the 3-year-old fillies about to be joined by Lady Annalise, and once she goes in, They'll be set. Raspberry Ripple, a wee bit fractious in its stall. And Lady Annalise now, the last one up. Fei Long stands quietly in the outside stall. Vanessa the Undresser in the inside. So Lady Annalise is the one just holding us up. First of our classic races today. She's in now. Favoured is Bramble Rose, stand by. They're set. Gates crash open, they're off and racing in the Cambridge Stud. Sir Tristram Fillies Classic, the favourite Bramble Rose away quickly. There's Gypsy Babe heading towards the lead. Over on the inside, Vanessa the Undresser, and moving up also La Fleur to be handy. Out wide, Volksini, Belfame is right there as well as they go past the judge with a lap to go. Settling just behind the speed is Raspberry Ripple, followed by Showgirl. Then alongside of it, Lady Annalise from Born to Fly, and last of all is Fei Long. Raspberry Ripple in a bit of bother on that first turn out of the straight, ran very wide. So as they work out towards the 1600 metres mark, the pacemaker taking over here is Gypsy Babe for Reece Jones, leads by 2 lengths. In second position, Volksini, followed in third spot on the rails. Next, Vanessa the Undresser. Bramble Rose beautifully situated, one out and one back by Lance O'Sullivan. Then followed back on the rails next by La Fleur. Belfame is next on the outside of it. There's another one parked out 3 wide. It's Raspberry Ripple. You can hardly make her out. She's so tiny. Back and behind these, Lady Annalise has been caught out on a limb as well. From Born to Fly, then Showgirl, and last of all is Fei Long. Inside the 1,000 metres mark they go. And the Sir Tristram Fillies Classic, and the pacemaker is still Gypsy Babe. Leads by 1 length from Volksini. Lying third, Vanessa the Undresser's had a beautiful run. So is Bramble Rose, the favourite, in 4th position. Idling along sweetly as they come down the side. 700 metres to go. Belfame is next from La Fleur, getting pocketed over on the inside. Raspberry Ripple's had it tough. She's been out 3 wide throughout, followed by Lady Annalise. No luck as well. And behind these, Showgirl. Then came Born to Fly, and last of all is Fei Long. Up towards the turn they come. Expect the fireworks very shortly as the fillies come around the turn, and the Cambridge Stud, Sir Tristram Fillies Classic, and the pacemaker Volksini. Bramble Rose is out to challenge on the outside of it. Closer in Gypsy Babe, and then out wide Raspberry Ripple. Down to the 300 metres mark. O'Sullivan now going for Bramble Rose, and she's made the lead from Raspberry Ripple. La Fleur's out into the clear and running on Showgirl, and down the outside Fei Long. Bramble Rose kicks again over on the inside, coming with it La Fleur and Showgirl. La Fleur's got the lead, 100 to go. La Fleur will win the Cambridge Stud, Sir Tristram Fillies Classic. Second is close here between either Bramble Rose or Showgirl, going to Beauty Abe on the inside, and Fei Long out wide. Right through also Lady Annalise, followed by Raspberry Ripple, Volksini, then Born to Fly, Belfame. Further away in the field was Vanessa the Undresser and Gypsy Babe. It'll be last home in the Group 2 3-year-old Fillies Classic number 3. The Vellas have done it again.
Recognise those colours, Peter and Philip Vella's colours. Ethereal wore those to win the Caulfield Melbourne Cup double. La Fleur, second favourite in New Zealand, collects the cash. That one from the Jim Gibbs yard at Matamata. Bramble Rose, the favourite though, was in that photo for second and third. We'll await full details there shortly. Let's go to Randwick. Latest on course news with Ron Dufficy.
Race 1 here, Royal Randwick, numbers here are 2, 1, 7 and 6. Number 2, Superior Satine. This beautifully bred colt is improved dramatically since his first up run here at Randwick. I'm expecting him to figure in the finish here, although he's a little easy on track. Dangers, Chapageau, number 1. He's been the best backed of the Hawks runners on track. Just a matter of how fast they go on up front. I doubt his turn of foot, but I don't doubt he's got a little bit of quality about him. Best of the rest, I Extreme. This filly had excuses last start. Looks extremely well. Best of the rest, 6, Navajo Princess. Now, if this filly's left alone in front, she's capable of running a cheeky race at big odds. 2 on top, Superior Satine. The hardest to beat, 1, Chapageau, and 7, Extreme.
And with Navajo Princess,
Superior Satine is very skinny at $3. Extreme close to the mark at $5.70. Only 1 horse they want. Now they're just about set. Nice day for racing. Track rated as good. Chaparayos, the cerise jacket, heavily back fave. They stand as 1. Racing Exhort near the inside, slow out. Chaparrayos, no early speed. Navajo Princess beat them out easily into the bargain. Masque's Image going fast. Chaparrayos has picked himself up and is booting up to be third. 2 lengths away is Exhort, showing a bit of speed today. Then came Ike's Dream, who's getting well back as they settle fully from Scurry Murray. And Superior Satine on the rail last of all. There's no speed. Navajo Princess, the filly at the 800 metres mark, leading 3/4 on Masque's Image. Chaparrayos parked out third and 3 deep. A length away is Exhort the rail. Scurry Murray outside of him from Ike's Dream, the filly, a further 2 off them. And a length away last of all is Superior Satine. This will be a dash home coming to the bend. 500 metres out. Navajo Princess against the paint leads Masque's Image. Chaparrayos doing it well within himself, travelling up wider, chasing now. 2.5 away to Exhort. Then came Scurry Murray and Superior Satine coming out, bumped into Exhort, but starting a run as Navajo Princess zipped away. At the 250, she's 2.5 lengths in front of Chaparrayos. Superior Satine getting into the clear and he's knuckling down gamely, but Navajo Princess had a good break. 100 metres to go. She's 2 lengths in front. Superior Satine, Chaparrayos, Exhort can't make the ground, and Navajo Princess has won it. Chaparrayos kicked again and got second, just in front of Superior Satine, and Exhort fourth. Then Ike's Dream, Masque's Image and Scurry Murray last in. Well, Ronnie Duffy's done a great job for us. He's put us into that at around $9.40. Expected to go to the front, so Ron's put us into the winner on the first race on the program. Number 6, Navajo Princess, Danny Beasley for Graham Rogerson. No speed in the race. She went to the front, and it was just a dash home from the 500 metre pole. And she has sprinted quickly to win in a time of 1:10.69, 1:10.69. Record for the class 1:9.30. Navajo Princess, Danny Beasley, Graham Rogerson will be the winner. Photo second. Chaparrayos is kicked. He'll get second, I feel. Rod Quinn in front of Superior Satine, ridden by Brent Stanley, and Exhort in 4th position. Numbers are 6, 1, 2 and 3 confirmed. 6 Navajo Princess, a 2-year-old bay filly by Dane Wynn out of La Rosa, raced by F. Farouk, bred by the Farouk yard. Graham Rogerson, Denny Beasley. Chaparrayos running second, Rod Quinn. Superior Satine, Brent Stanley third. A walk in the park there up front, as Ronnie alluded to coming into the race. Navajo Princess being able to sit up on the speed and then dash home to win it, and win it well, Brendan.
Yeah, and exactly as picked by Ronnie said, there was no pace. That's what would be happening in that thing.
Now Gaelic Princess comes up into the stalls. Hayley Berry, unbeaten in her 2 starts at Mornington and Caulfield, is the favoured runner. Living Spirit opening favourite on track, but getting out. And the support came for Hayley Berry to back it into favouritism. Gaelic Princess is the 3rd elect in the race. And then Fashion Victim, who's been a drifter. Now Gal Express in the orange and emerald quarters about to move up into the stalls. First on the card, 8, 7 and 2, Greek Adon. Amy Blue Diamond Prelude for the fillies, 1100 metres. They're ready to go. Set, racing. Hayley Berry jumped reasonably. Gal Express was very slow. Miss Terrain began quickly, and so did Fashion Victim, Rinky Dink. Settling into stride now, and Fashion Victim joined and headed by Hayley Berry through on the inside. 3rd placing held by Rinky Dink wide out, and then came Living Spirit getting up on the rail to 4th, followed by Gaelic Princess and then Lanquin. A length further back as Miss Terrain, and they're trailed then by Gal Express going through on the inside with File Rapid, and then came Beautiful Gem, Song of the Sun wide out, and they're followed by Lady Diva and then Repeat, and last of all to the turn Divine Secret. Hayley Berry did it well coming around the turn in front of Fashion Victim and Rinky Dink, and then Living Spirit 4th on the inside from Gaelic Princess, and next is File Rapid with Miss Terrain on the outside, but it's Hayley Berry for home. She's travelling beautifully, out by 2.5 lengths past the 200 now to Rinky Dink going up to second. Fashion Victim's under the whip battling along, and then Gaelic Princess, but it's Hayley Berry clear with 100 metres to go. Rinky Dink over 2 lengths away. Hayley Berry 3 for 3, a smart filly. Hayley Berry beat Rinky Dink. Gaelic Princess 3rd, Fashion Victim 4th, and then Miss Terrain. They're followed by Lady Diva, making some ground, Divine Secret, and then Beautiful Gem, File Rapid, Lanquin, Living Spirit, Never in the Hunt, then Gal Express, Song of the Sun, and Repeat last of all in 1:3.29. Hayley Berry the winner. Seemed to be never out of second gear. Rinky Dink second, Gaelic Princess third. So Mick Price providing the first and third fillies in the race, and not all that far away was Miss Terrain as they went over the line, but a very smart victory. Number 2, Hayley Berry, a 2-year-old bay filly by Red Ransom from Brown Eyed Girl, trained by Mick Price and ridden by Damien Oliver. 2, Hailey Berry, unbeaten in her 3 outings, scoring a comfortable win. She's pretty good, all right. Rinky Dink battled on gamely in 2nd place. Gaelic Princess made some ground 3rd. Fashion Victim, beyond 1,000 metres, just started to wilt a little bit over the closing stages there, and that just might be her worry. But Damien Oliver looks to be in the grand chance of doing what he did here 2 weeks ago and winning both the previews, as he did with these 2 horses that he's riding today. Hailey Berry and, of course, Murphy's Blue Boy in the next. And this filly's done the first leg of the double for him and scored in very, very easy style. The time, of course, is going to be very interesting. She looked to go to the post with something in hand. That's the time that Murphy's Blue Boy's going to run in the next, of course. And naturally, you'd be expecting him to go better than the 1:3.29. Tate Divies, Hailey Berry 280, 140, Rinky Dink 340, Gaelic Princess 230, Quinella 17 even, Exacta 31.90, the trifecta paid 141.50, running double 8 and 2 $29.80. Murphy's Blue Boy in the next, scratchings are 9 and 10, the Blue Diamond Prelude for the Colts and Geldings at 150.
Oh, the excitement builds, and that is a very, very smart filly and Damien Oliver on board. Thanks to Greg Miles. All we await is 4th placing for first 4 details. Quaddie kicking off in the 4th race this afternoon. Wow. We've got one smart youngster away, Hailey Berry, the winner of both divisions of the Blue Diamond Preview and Prelude now, Hailey Berry. And we'll be bound for the big race, and we'll meet the Colts better at the weights. And then, of course, there's Murphy's Blue Boy, the gun to Windy Bay. Speaking of Queensland stars, Larry Olsen joined us now. Larry, what did you make of the first as we say good afternoon to you?
Yeah, good afternoon, Brendan. Well, we've got a very interesting runner here when we talk about Murphy's Blue Boy, and that's the horse Kiss Me All Over, appropriately named, I suppose. But the fact is that it was supposed to have beaten Murphy's Blue Boy in a barrier trial at Toowoomba. A lovely type of horse, and looks to me like it's a touch above itself, but however, it's got the allowance, it's got the 3 alley, so if it can beat Murphy's Blue Boy, it's certainly got a bit on these. It's a little bit better outside than what it is on the tote at the moment. But the horse that has been very well backed outside in the ring, of course, is the 6 Groovy Dancer. That's the other one of Tony Gollins. And it has, well, if I had to pick between the two, it's the one I'd put in top. But look, my numbers, I'm going to change them.